Stop wasting time on videos that don't convert and use this video sales funnel instead. In this video, we're looking at the types of video you need to be creating to capture clients. My name's Amara, and I've flown all across the country to film 4,000 plus videos just this past year with realtors in their market. So realtors, this video is for you. So by this point in your career, you're probably very familiar with the sales funnel, but just here's a really brief refresher so we're all on the same page. So first at the top of your funnel, you have awareness, meaning people become aware that you exist. Then in the middle is where you establish credibility. And then finally at the end is where people make the sale, either hiring you, buying your product, or hiring you again. So let me explain further how these can work for you. So the top of your funnel is attention. This is the awareness of you. Now we personally use two different types of videos. We have our out and abouts and then our bad UX. Out and abouts are 60-second or shorter vertical videos where you are the local tour guide of your area. In these videos, you showcase a small business or a cultural heritage site, a park, a museum, that was a tongue twister, but any of these things that make this place significant within your community. Think being the local tour guide. And there are a shocking amount of benefits to these out and about videos. The first happens before you even start recording, honestly, and it's awareness. People in the public will see you out with us, a film crew, or with your videographer, whoever, and they're very curious about what the hell you're even doing. And you get to engage with the community members and say, hey, I'm a realtor in this area. So then the other benefit is that when you post this to your social media platform, depending on what it is, like on Instagram, you can collaborate with the business, so then you get in front of a wider audience and an audience who's never encountered you before. Then on other social media platforms, you can actually tag the business, and then the likelihood of them resharing it is very, very high. So that's even more visibility for you. This is how you start drawing people to you and your content. Now at Maven, we actually hate relying on views as a standard for if something's successful or not, because it's not true. If the views don't actually convert to something, do they actually work? You could have millions and thousands and whatever, thousands is less than millions, but you know what I mean. You could have millions and millions of views, but unless you actually use them to convert to a sale, they're pointless. But this is one part of the sales funnel where it can get you more views, which you turn into actual views that you need to turn into clients, which can then turn into a sale. So this is all part of the process that we use, and it will work. So that's the first type of video. Now the second type is what we call bad UX. Personally, it works tremendously. And again, we're not about all the views. However, part of the sales funnel, this does work very, very well. So bad UX videos are just when you have B-roll with text overlay. So it's when you have a video of someone cleaning their house or something, and then you see text, 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 and then it's gone before you can even read everything. So because the viewer can't actually read the text that's on the video will play over and over and over again, so you will get views. Now, I personally consider these fake views, but it can be a really good tactic for you if you're looking for the views. And then this can also help push your content to the rest of your viewers, but this other content we'll talk about in a moment. And you can actually make your own bad X stealth loops at stealthloops.com, so definitely check that out. It's super simple and amazing. Now we're gonna get to the second part, the middle part of your funnel. Now this is very, very, very important. This is where you need to start building trust and credibility with your audience. Fine and dandy to make all this influencer type, but if people don't actually know that you're a realtor, you're not gonna get business, and they aren't gonna trust that you actually know what the hell you're talking about. So this is the type of content where you start talking about real estate. You start educating your client and telling them what it is you do and how you can help them. So this is where we get to talking head shorts. And I know a lot of you real estate professionals hate these, but the thing that you're forgetting is that these videos are not for you. They are for your client. You're seeing a lot of celebrity agents, unfortunately, who are making content to attract other agents. That's not for attracting a client. To attract a client, you need to prove that you are trustworthy, that you're credible, that you are educated on how to have the best experience in real estate. These, though, are honestly some of the most valuable pieces of content that you can create, because it's how you get from this top portion to this bottom portion, how you get from the awareness and the attention to the sale. So this is extremely, extremely important. And these can help you in two different ways. The first is that people will already know you, and then now they will trust you, meaning they will trust your judgment to help them through one of the biggest purchases of their life. And then second, you're providing free education for your clients, meaning they will already know certain things before you even meet in person. So this education component is twofold. It helps your client and it helps you. It helps them feel more at ease working with you versus anyone else in your market, and it helps you because maybe they'll be more educated about certain things at hand. And just remember, this level, again, is not about attraction. It's not about getting the most views. Think of this level as curating the views you got from the top of your funnel to now being the serious views, or the views that can turn into potential clients. This level is about showing that you're super capable to work with and that you're better than this other real estate agent bum that they've been working with. I have literally had multiple people who we have worked with say that they've had clients who approach them after following them on social media silently for a month, meaning they didn't engage with any of their content, these clients found my top banana real estate agent because of these videos, and they were already working with another agent who they felt was completely unqualified to be able to represent them in this major transaction. So they left said agent and came to my agent. They got business from this. So don't doubt how powerful these videos actually are, because they're extremely powerful. Now we're at the bottom portion of this funnel, and this is where you cement the deal. This is what takes you from a consideration in a client's mind to, hell yes, I need to absolutely work with this person. And this is where the long form YouTube content lives. YouTube is huge, not only for the search result opportunities, but also because it further establishes your credibility with your audience. If the person already makes it from your social profile to your YouTube channel, that means they're very, very interested in working with you. Also, the fact that you're creating YouTube content in addition to short form content sets you apart from the rest of your competitors, because there's a huge barrier to entry to make YouTube content. There's a ton of research, a ton of writing, a ton of editing. Making all this content takes a ton of time and a ton of resources. And because these videos take so much more work and so much more effort, there's less competition because that barrier is so high. Think about it. Most real estate agents are on Instagram. How many are on YouTube? Very, very few. Even more importantly, how many are staying consistent with posting to YouTube? None. A very minimal amount of people are actually staying consistent with posting. That's also part of the barrier to entry. It's so astronomically high because not only do you need to create all this content, you need to put it out consistently. It is incredibly, incredibly difficult. As someone who helps people stay consistent for a living, I myself struggle with consistency. It's something I've struggled with consistently because I've been so focused on it for other people. I've let my own content slide, which is why we're here today. So the point of all that is to stay consistent, which brings me to the bottom of the funnel. This isn't a video type, this is more an idea, which is consistency. Creating consistent content will begin to push your content further and toward more viewers, because each platform is learning, oh, this person's always here at this time, at this day. I'm gonna reward them by showing this content. And not only this, but you will stay at front of mind for past clients. I've seen people who have posted video consistently and then they just disappear from their account. You don't know if that person's actually still in production. So again, this bottom part is just mostly the consistency. What you do with these videos at the end of the day is largely up to you, meaning I can't make sales happen for you unless you have everything lined up perfectly. So you need to do your part of the business also, which is the sales aspect. When you get people in your comments, engage with them, engage in the DMs, do all those different things to increase the likelihood that somebody's gonna become a client. This exact video funnel strategy is what we use with our top bananas at Maven, and this will further separate you from the competition in 2025. So if you're serious about creating video content this year, apply to work with us at whatismaven.com. Ta-ta!